And for me, right, when I see people around me, giving, I myself want to also have this. I'm encouraged to also give that 101% to the clients.
Thank you for accepting my invitations in Conversations with CEO.
Thank you for inviting. It's an honor.
And congratulations, you are a Diamond Achiever.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Diamond's Achiever means earning more than six-figure income in Team ERA. And as a matter of fact, you're only 1 year in this business.
Yeah, correct.
And when did you join ERA?
Actually, I joined ERA only in 2 months ago.
Right, that's in April.
Right.
Correct. 27 April.
Right, yeah. So before that, I was in another agency. Actually, I was doing not too bad, but I felt that I needed I wanted more growth. Looking for something I can stretch myself or to push my boundary. So I looked outside into ERA.
I see. So actually, you joined ERA in April. That means you are in the real estate industry for about a year?
Yeah, that's right.
You just passed your RES exam.
Just last year, yeah.
Just last year? Last year, which month?
January 2021.
2021 January. Okay, and you started off your real estate journey with another agency.
Correct.
Which agency is that?
From PropNext.
From PropNext. So how long were you in PropNext before you switched over to ERA?
For 1 year?
For about a year.
Correct. 1 year plus.
So you mentioned that you are actually looking for bigger breakthrough.
Correct.
In your career progression. And you chose ERA. And there must be a reason why you choose ERA, right, and switch to us.
Yeah, sure. It's mainly would be my mentor, which is Jae Tan. That was where it let me look into ERA. But also why ERA? Because I focus mainly from my business model, I focus mainly on projects.
Okay.
Yeah. So
but your previous agency also does project, right?
Correct. And if I see the numbers, right, because every time after a sales, they will have like this agency how many they close, and this agency how many they close, and when I do the numbers or ratio, right, I find that the other agency where I came from is much bigger, as we all know, but the closure rate, right, if you compare, it's quite high for ERA. Yes.
In terms of ratio.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So I look in terms of something must be working well in ERA, and it's really the quality rather than the quantity. Yeah. So for me, focusing on project, I want to be in a big agency with presence in a lot of developments so that you can represent them, which is why I chose ERA. But specifically, ERA is because of K.S. Tan. He is. If you know K.S., he's a person who likes to, he has a personal mindset of growth, right? And that it really aligns to what I needed, yeah. And so he pushes my boundaries, lah. Yeah, I just had a conversation with him, so I was also quite mind blown also. So yeah, each time when I meet with him, right, it's always pushing my boundaries, lah.
I guess great minds think alike, and I sense that you are a very intelligent lady. A very intelligent lady, because many times many people look at things on face value. So if your previous company have shown you a chart and trying to explain to everyone that they're doing so well, but it actually also explained to you that ERA did actually better in terms of our ratio. I think that is very intelligent of you, that you don't look at face value, you look deeper. All right, and by choosing right mentor, did you achieve your career breakthrough so far?
I think in less than 2 months, I had never had the opportunity to really look at the tools yet, but I will. I mean, even coming in less than 2 months, I've already achieved that. I would imagine if I were to look, take on the, use the tools, I could go even further. But even before coming into ERA, KS has already been helping me in how I can engage my customers better, and that it was really what I wanted to really give value add rather than just being a transactional agent, right? I want to be something that to value add, because nowadays clients are very savvy, so I don't want to be in a situation where basically the client will know better than me in as much as possible, yeah. So me being a mom also of two young very active, but thankfully they're still cute, right? I need a lot of time with them. So for me, we're all bounded by just 24 hours, right? But for me, I need the effectiveness of it to do it efficiently. So that's why I focus. My business model is more like focusing on project based, and Jae Tan helps to actually review my business model each time. Like when I close each time, he will ask me like what went well, or whatever cases I'm going through now, how he can better improve it lah. So that really helped a lot.
Yeah, you mentioned quite a lot about your mentor KS, but I would like to check with you. Even though you didn't engage in depth on our tech tools
yet.
Yeah, that's right. But you actually received quite a lot of coaching, personal coaching from KS, and also mentorship. What are the things that he has taught you that has made the difference? Can you tell us what is that concept that he has taught you?
I think this concept basically is the one main concept to help clients really is not the main takeaway, right? Was like not everyone would just be thinking about their entry price, or customers, very concerned on where they are going into right now. But it's also very important of where they exit, and that's where realtors, how they evaluate is advising when is the right time to exit and to make that basically the pot of gold that one can have, and that really I felt was the main takeaway amongst many. But even other than KS, actually, when I was on the ground doing the launches previously, right? I mean recently, it was the Galaxy team that actually opened my eyes even bigger, right? Because previously in PropNext, right, or in my previous agency, I didn't have the kind of support I had when I came into Galaxy. So specifically, Galaxy head Eugene was very on the ground. So he gave a lot of support and advice, and even Alicia as well.
This is our executive director of agency, Eugene Koh.
Yep, that's right.
Right. And together with Alicia Young.
Correct. So other than the leaders, the teammates were also very supportive. Like even the presence are even here and makes me very warm and welcoming. It's really like a family lah. Yeah.
Okay, so besides the team itself, maybe you would like to share with us a little bit about ERA and your experience with us?
Yeah, so the short 2 months that I had so far was really very heartwarming, because the people that I interact with, right, like taggers, they really keen to help you fight the case or to close the case. And it's not merely just providing information, but they do follow up and they do sit in during the presentations, right? Really as though they are own clients. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I think it's that culture that ERA has. And that's where, individually you can see the results coming, And for me, right, when I see people around me, giving, I myself want to also have this. I'm encouraged to also give that 101% to the clients. Yeah, my time and energy with them as well.
You're only 2 months in ERA, and this kind of experience can be testified by yourself in a clearer picture, because most of the time we are in the company for so long. Maybe we are so used to this culture of helping each other and sharing with each other, and very selflessly we treat our closing agents, clients like their own clients, all right? And in fact, this kind of things to us is like quite normal. And but to an outsider like you from PropNext, when you came over to ERA, you actually sense there's this difference that our tagger is different.
Yep, that's right.
Right. I think that is a wonderful sharings that you have given us as a 2 months old agent in ERA. All right, what's your piece of advice for all the new REAs out there who is like you a year ago, who is now going to join the real estate industry, and they are still wondering, shall they join ERA?
I think what's most important is knowing what is your style, or where you want your business to go towards. Are you more focused in maybe perhaps new launch or resale? Finding that company that gives you that support and that tool. But to me, I think support for upline is very important now. Yeah, and so finding that right match, and not in terms of just work, but also personal growth as well. Yeah, that can, bring you far. Yeah, hopefully.
So the ERA brand promises all about career progressions and also breakthrough in real estate career. Absolutely. That's our promise, our brand promise to all real estate agents out there. ERA is the place for you to excel, and you should be here. All right, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jae, thank you so much.